Alright, I'm Captain Matt with Real Adventure Charters. A lot of you might be familiar with my fly tying videos already. Got a new fly here that I've been working on. Tied it up a few days ago. Went out. First time we fished it, come up with about a 7-pound black drum and a few flounders. So we had a really good time with this fly. The results worked out really good on this new design. And it's probably maybe one of the original ones that I've come up with, or the only original so far. It's a Clouser minnow derivative, just attaching the eye right there. And we'll put a little cement on here in a little bit. What we'll do is attach the eye on using a number 2 mustad hook. Run your thread to the back here. I'm going to take some marabou, trim it up, get rid of any loose material and chafe, get a nice piece of marabou there. Just going to tie it in onto the back here. Doesn't have to be neat. This is all going to get covered up. Go ahead and get it wrapped in nice. Going to take some gold flash here. Gold or copper. Doesn't have to be a lot, but this marabou really makes the gold flash here come alive. And you can just wrap it in any old way. It doesn't have to be neat yet. Go in on one side, bring it over to the other. Now, tighten all this down just a bit. Alright, got the tail of this in place. What I like to do now is go ahead and make sure my eyes are straight, everything's where it needs to be. Start gluing things down. On this particular fly, it's going to get inhaled by black drum, redfish, flounder. It's going to take a beating. I want to go ahead and lay down some hardest hole epoxy, or whatever epoxy you prefer. Make a nice base here. Get everything glued down nice and tight. Now what I do is I come along and take some rubber leg material. This one is orange. I use brown. Use whatever color you like. I've got all different colors. They even make this in sparkle flash. This particular one is orange. I just did orange on this one to have it show up a little bit better on the camera. We're going to get right in behind the eye and wrap this in. You want this to stay on the bottom. This fly will ride hook up since it's a clouser. You just want to make sure your legs are in the center there. And you see we've got some sticking up on the top here. You really don't have to worry about that. You can leave it like that, or you can just come along and trim it off, whatever you prefer. Make sure the legs are on the bottom of the fly. That's the critical part. And we're going to come in, just stick a dab of glue on there, make a few quick wraps. Now I've only been tying this fly for a little while now. The only difficult part of this is getting this leg material out of the way for our next step. So the way I do that is just go ahead and wrap it to the front and let my bobbin hang there. Come along, grab another bobbin and attach on again here while leaving the other one hang. Gets a little tricky. It's pretty simple, you just got to work with it. Get that thread started. Alright, now we're going to lay down a base of glue again. Getting ready to come in with some Estaz material to make the body of this fly. Alright, come along with some, say, root beer Estaz Grande material. Get it wrapped in on the back here. I usually let some excess grande material towards the front because it's going to get wrapped over. The marabou on the back of this fly gives it a lot of action, makes it really fluid in the water. And then this Estes material in the legs give it some body, so it pushes some water. So it moves a lot of water, gets the attention of a fish. We're going to come along here, get rid of that one. We're going to get this bobbin out of the way, go ahead and wrap it off. Do a couple half hitches here just to finish this thread off and get it out of our way. Now we're going to bring our legs back up. We're going to run this thread to the front. Then we're going to reattach these legs, hold them down out of our way there for a little bit. Just about got them where I want them. Alright, now we can begin our palmering the Estes forward. These legs will want to come around and get in your way, just keep pushing them away. Alright, now we'll undo our bobbin, or where we're holding the legs down. We'll undo that, let the legs go free, come in, get the legs right where we want them. Then we're going to wrap in front, cover everything up nice, come around over top of the eye, come in back underneath, wrap around the front, and attach off the front of the Estes material. Trim it off. You can use the rest of it later. Try and pull back these fibers here that are sticking forward. If they all don't come back, it's not a big problem. Finish it off with a couple half hitches. And I usually trim around the eye just a little bit, make it nice and neat, so when I'm tying my flies on quickly, this stuff is not in the way. We'll come in here and, of course, epoxy off our final wrap there. We've got these legs hanging. And I kind of call this the transformer fly. It can be a shrimp, it can be a minnow, it could be a crab. What I normally do is come along and trim these legs at different lengths. And right there, these legs give it just a little bit more action in the water. If you want to, it kind of resembles maybe a shrimp at this point. If you want to make it resemble a minnow, you just come through, clip off your legs. Now it's a minnow. It also has a nice little crab look to it as well. So it kind of appeals to redfish, speckled trout, flounder, black drum, anything saltwater inshore. This is a nice fly. That's it. That's the Clouser transformer, I call it. And I hope you guys like it.